Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 149 of the Holding Court podcast. Today, I'm joined by Molly O'Boyle, Doctor of Athletic Training and fiancé to Cincinnati Reds player Gavin Lux. Today, we'll chat playoffs, wedding planning, her career, and so much more. All coming up right now on Holding Court.
Bum 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 bum.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. You look very excited to be here.
So excited. A little nervous.
Don't be nervous.
I'm not a podcast pro.
Have you ever done a podcast?
I did one with Kayla Vesia. So we had each other to go off of.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it was less scary because it wasn't just me.
I know. I do feel like when I've done episodes with Justin and a guest, it's so much easier because sometimes you just can't think of what to say, or you kind of
Just
get
don't know what to say.
So I'm like, it's good to have a buffer next to you, but it's just us today.
Just us. I'm out in the open. I'm exposed.
Well, I have to check in on your fantasy football team because this has somehow become an unofficial fantasy football chat podcast. And I know that you're in one with the Reds wives, right?
Yeah. This is the first year I've done fantasy football, and I'm 2-1 right now.
Okay.
So solid, I guess.
Yeah.
I just learned how to pick up people off the wire. I've made one move with my defense, and it was a terrible move. So I don't know. I feel like I'm really just winging it. I have literally kept my same roster from the draft day. And every time I go on the app, people are like, oh, this person traded this guy. This person picked up this guy. And I'm like, oh, should I be making more moves? I don't know. But we're not allowed to ask the guys for help. So Gavin's like, sorry, can't help you. So I'm kind of winging it.
I love that. I'm 0-3 in mine. And so, but I think it always starts out that way for me. And then I kind of come alive when people start to give up on their teams. And that's where I feel like I have an edge.
I feel like once baseball season ends, I'm going to be I don't know, we're getting married and stuff. So I feel like I'm going to be I don't care about my fantasy team. And then all of a sudden I'm going to go on a 10-game losing streak because my quarterback's hurt and I didn't switch him out or something. I'm just going to forget about it.
You won't forget about it.
I actually set a reminder in my phone. So every Thursday it's set your fantasy lineup. So hopefully I'm gonna use your strategy. Just be consistent when people start to fall off.
No, they will. And well, now they added Friday games, and then I feel like there's Saturday game. I feel like it's every single day of the week. So you need to have that reminder.
Truly.
Every day.
And then half of it's on different channels. I'm I can't keep this all straight. I don't know who's playing when. Like I said, someone might be hurt and they might be in the game for me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I need to lock in a little bit.
My defense got 32 points this week and I still lost. So I know you think that, well, that shouldn't be your best player on your
Who's
team.
your defense?
I should know this. I think I had the Baltimore defense. I'm going to be lying. I think
that's who I had.
And I haven't even locked in yet.
Them. So dang. Yeah.
That's also the hard part is having the knee-jerk reaction of pulling someone out that does poorly. Right. And then they always go off. I feel like they see on there because it'll say on fantasy what percentage of people are starting them that have them. And I feel like their friends are saying, hey, only 10% of people are starting you this week. And then they get a chip on their shoulder and they want to go.
And they play better.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to do opposite of what everyone else does and just ride the dark horse.
Yeah. No, totally.
I don't know. I'm winging it. Like I said, this is my first time. If I can come out in the top, I'm competitive. So I want to act like I don't care, but I do care.
Yeah.
But I think I'm we have 3 people with a perfect record and then me and then everyone else has lost 2. So I'm middle top of the pack right now. So I'm okay with that.
That's a good place to be. It's better than I'm looking up. So you can only go up.
You're on the up and up.
I'm fully rock bottom. I need to hear how you decided your draft order. We talked a little about it, but
this is so sad.
A wrench in your gears.
Yeah. So we were going to do a dash, not a 40-yard dash, but we were going to do home plate to first base. And we were going to make everyone race. We're doing it after the game. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you're not here, you're getting put in the hat for the last place.
Yeah.
So we tried to one game and it was just wasn't the best game for the Reds. We went into extra innings and then we didn't come out on top and just the vibes were not good. We shouldn't go run on the field right now and be giggling after that loss. So then we scheduled it for another day and the grounds crew put their foot down and they said no. So
Was it a liability thing, or they didn't want you to mess up the dirt?
They're really like
take pride in their
strict,
field.
on the grass.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, we could do it like on the warning track, like in the outfield, and they didn't want to mess with it. So we didn't get to do that. So we ended up just picking out of a hat. It was so sad.
Wait, that is sad. And
it was really like lame.
But kids run the bases. I have all the respect in the world for the grounds crew of every field because it is immaculate. You guys have a circle, don't you? Like the grass is cut into like rings. I don't know. I think I was admiring it the other day.
I don't know. Maybe I'm taking it for granted. I haven't like noticed enough. I'll look tonight.
Maybe if you would have said, I really enjoy this pattern that you guys have done, they would have been like, ladies, line up. It's time for the dash.
Finally, someone's admiring our work. You guys can run.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Honestly. Yeah. It was bad. It was a letdown.
Yeah.
What did you guys do?
We picked NASCAR drivers in a race. So it was like a draw out of a hat for the order of that. And then you pick your driver. And then it was just like the cookout 400 race or whatever. And then I was traveling that day. And so I wasn't watching the race, but the chat was kind of going like, and I happened to pick the worst one. I think it was a race that went like hours and hours and hours. And there was like a rain delay and everything. So I think if we would have done it in person and picked like Daytona, all went, it kind of
that would have been fun. Yeah.
Like next year we're all going to NASCAR, but it's really hard to get everyone together because I feel like either people aren't there or they can't travel, they're pregnant, they have something.
Right.
It's really, really hard to get.
I know. I saw a video where this group did like they all had to record themselves eating a cheeseburger from like, I don't know, one fast food spot. It had to be like the same. And it was whoever ate the cheeseburger the fastest. And I proposed that to our group and it didn't get.
Someone wanted to do who can chug a Sprite and go the longest without burping after. I'm like, that will make me vomit. I'm not watching.
Yeah, no.
Like, no.
Good on that.
Years and years ago, I was cheering for a hockey team and they used to do a Hardee's, like Carl's Jr. burger eating contest at center ice during intermission. And there's photos of me where my eyes are watering. I'm about to vomit. Like I can't do the eating contest.
No, I've never even tried.
No, I don't want I don't want the burp. I don't want to watch people do any of that. So I'll do anything else other than that.
It's not pleasant.
Oh my
God.
That's
a guy thing.
Yeah. Well, in the same space of races, you guys are in a really exciting, scary playoff race chase situation right now.
Very scary, very exciting, but yeah.
And we couldn't help you out last night, unfortunately.
Okay. This is one of those things where like, yeah, you want to bank on other teams to like help, but at the end of the day, all you can control is like what you do, what your team does. So we just need to win. And today's a new day. Yesterday like wasn't, obviously the outcome we wanted.
Yeah.
And not from the two other teams that are in the race, either the Mets or the Diamondbacks. Of course, they both won the night that we lost. But we are very optimistic. We are like literally manifesting, speaking it into existence, all the things, because the Reds haven't made a playoff run in a minute and we're so close. So yeah, we'll see. We have an exciting week of games for sure. It definitely already feels like playoff baseball because all these games really matter. So
yeah, that was last year when Justin got traded to Seattle. They were in that same situation. It was so much of like watching the Astros and watching other teams. And even though we say, oh, like the only thing we can control is that, like, we have no control. And that's the hardest part. Because we're like trying to, I'm like, oh, wait, I wore this necklace when they won last week.
That's
Let me do this. Like yesterday, I wore this jacket that I wore in the series in Tokyo at the beginning of the year and lost that game. And I wore it last night and I'm going home. I'm like, 0 for 2. I burned this jacket. Like I can't wear it anymore.
I'm the exact same way. I'm so superstitious about things.
I think it's just we have to cling to something to feel like we have control.
Yes. Like literally, I remember last night vividly. One of our pitchers was in and like I was sitting like this when he struck out the first guy. And then I like sat up and was clapping and I was like, for the second batter. Like I was like, this is dependent on me, like doing my part for the team. Which is obviously ridiculous, but
I get in these weird things of like, oh, I used to like tap my finger like 10 times. That was Justin's number. Like when he would go up and then he would get a hit. I'm like, okay, gotta do the 10.
It's me. He got the hit. I did that.
I know. And
no, it's real. Like
bold of me to think I have any sort of say in anything other than just bringing the cheering to, I'll do that because sometimes the family section on all teams, they don't want to get too hyped. Like, it's like you play it cool, you're casual. I'm not afraid of that. Like, I will get hyped. I will stand up for a walk, like a single in these big games. Like,
me too.
Try to do it. And I don't know, we just have to feel like we're contributing in some way.
Right. No, like last year in playoffs, I remember like I literally lost my voice. Like even this year, again, we're not like in playoffs yet, but like I feel like if I stand up and other fans like see like, I don't know, when you kind of see other people stand up, they start to stand up and I'm like, we need to do whatever we can to get this place louder and I don't know, more energized because if that's like the one small part that we can contribute. So I'm like, I kind of give it my all on my cheering.
No, totally. Well, it'll be exciting. I hate the watching other teams too, because it's just, I feel like every time I turn on a game that I want to go one way and the team, it'll be going that way. I turn it on and it flips. I don't know what that is.
Yes, that's been huge this year. Like,
oh, they're up 5-1. Okay, cool. We got this. And the second I turn it on, it's like bases loaded, like a whole situation.
Every time. I feel like I've seen that so many times this year. Like even with the Reds, like we'll be down 8-1 or up 8-1 or whatever. And then like, you're like, oh, we got this in the bag. And it's like, nope, no, you don't. Yeah.
And that was last night, 6-1. I went to go get food and then I just hear it on the radio. I'm like, oh no, I think 6-1 in the 5th, you'd feel pretty great.
Right. That was our group chat. We're like, okay, the Mets are losing 6-1. Like, this is great. We're only losing 4-2 right now. Like, this is best case scenario. And it was not best case scenario.
I know. That's why they play 9 innings. But I know. And I have to remind myself to enjoy the games because I think that's the hard part. Even in playoffs, we get so caught up on result. I'm like, okay, all these moments are so fun. And even though they're insane, I feel like it's so easy to just want to like, okay, let's win this game and move on. But I think trying to be present and I don't know, the whole phrase of like anxiety is excitement, like trying to remember that is really, really hard. But I think I don't want to like rush through it and not remember these feelings, even though sometimes it's the feeling of wanting to throw up.
Literally. No, we have a really young team this year too. And someone told me there's an article that only like 6 of our players have ever played in the postseason, which seems insane to me. Yeah. But it's just like, it's so exciting. And for the few of us who have been there, like obviously everyone wants it really bad, but it's like, you just want this young team to be able to see like what October baseball feels like.
Yeah.
So same thing. Like you have to stay in the moment and not get too far ahead of yourself of like, I don't know, the results of the game where it's like, you just have to step back and be like, wow, like we're making a postseason run. If we actually make it into a wild card, like we're in the wild card, like that's an accomplishment in and of itself, but it's hard to not get ahead of yourself and stress yourself out about the next thing.
I know. And some people, like some fans are like, oh, it's just like you guys are celebrating a wild card. I'm like, it's a huge accomplishment. Like,
yes, we are.
The last couple of years when we were not in the playoffs, I would have loved a wild card spot. And I feel like also people want the top 2 spots to get the bye. And then sometimes you go cold. I feel like that happened in LA.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes where we had that week off and just sat there and then it's really hard to get back in. So you just have to make it and then anything happens from that point, obviously.
I feel like a lot of orgs too, like if they make the playoffs regularly, it kind of loses like this, like I think fans forget like how big of a deal it is to be the wild card. Mm-hmm. So that's another thing, like Cincinnati hasn't seen that in a while. So it'd be really awesome to do that.
I think it would be really special.
Yeah. We're speaking it into existence.
Totally. And not to take it to like a sad place, but you guys went through a huge change this year, getting traded in January, was it?
Yes.
What was that initial reaction? I feel like we were shocked. It was very unexpected. I don't know if you guys were expecting it or like had any idea.
Yeah, no, we were very surprised. I mean, there's always trade rumors, right? Like you see it every season. Oh, like trade rumor. And we had like rumors to like Seattle, New York, maybe one other team. Like you see it on Twitter. I'm like the chronic searching Gavin's name because I want to know what the people are talking about.
Totally.
But we didn't have like, I was very surprised. Gavin got the call. He was upstairs and I was downstairs in the kitchen and he was supposed to come down and like we were working on something for the wedding. And he came down the stairs and he's like, are you ready? And I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. Like, let's go. He's like, no, are you ready? I was like, yes, I'm ready. Come on. And he's like, no, are you ready? We got traded. And I was like, huh? Like it didn't even register in my brain. And I was like, to where?
Like, am I ready?
I was like, what? Like, it was like the last thing I expected him to come downstairs and say. So yeah, we were definitely surprised, just like bittersweet, right? Like he got drafted by the Dodgers, so that's all we've ever known.
Yeah.
We had like great relationships with everyone there, like such positive experiences. But we've been told before, like just because you love one team and one org doesn't mean that like the next one isn't going to be just as great. And we were completely welcomed to Cincinnati. Like I just feel like the people welcomed us in, which made the transition so easy, thankfully, because that was like what I was most worried about. But yeah, just like a bittersweet, especially we had just won the World Series with them, like done the ultimate goal. And then now it's like, okay, we are just starting over from ground zero with a completely new org where we literally know no one. So it was a shock, but it's been great. Like I said, like we have fond memories of LA, always will. And now we have new great memories, and we're making more memories with the postseason run with the Reds. So yeah, it was a shock though. Like and you're crazy to think that you would ever stay with one org for like someone's whole career. Like obviously in baseball, you know how rare that is.
Like that will never happen ever again, honestly.
Right.
I feel like Clayton's situation is so rare, and the Trout situation is super rare. Like I really don't think we're gonna see that.
I don't either. It's such a business. Like there's so much more to it than just like, I don't know, being a fan of a player and wanting him to stay with an org forever.
Buy a jersey because it's going to change. Like it's really hard for fans to feel with a player. Yeah.
Yeah. No. So yeah, it was like a shock, but I think the first one is the biggest shock. Like now I'm like prepared for a trade at any time. I'm like, we're never safe. Like we could go anywhere at any time, which is also a little crazy to think, but I don't know. Now that we have the first one out of the way, I feel like we're better prepared for if and when another one comes.
Yeah. And I think it's just a good opportunity too for Gavin. And so that's the excitement in there. It's like, okay, at least you're going somewhere and like he's thriving there. So
it's definitely a different role. Like I said, it's like such a young org. And even, I mean, Gavin's only 27. So like in the grand scheme of things, he's still a baby, but compared to this team, he's kind of viewed as more of a vet, which is definitely like a different role for him, because if you know
Gavin there, I don't even know what you would call him. Good gravy.
Well, and that's what Gavin came up with, was like Justin's leadership. So like going from that, and like, you know, Freddie, like that Dodgers clubhouse is obviously full of big names and, you know, big veteran presences. Is that a word? Presence?
It is now.
It is now. And now
it's irrelevant.
But he's going to this new clubhouse, and like there are obviously other guys who, you know, have made the postseason and have been around a long time, but he is in the older bunch of the group. So that was really weird, but I think a good change for him and a good like growing opportunity for him to kind of have a different role in the clubhouse.
Yeah. It's like, guys, it can be really fun if we get there. I promise. I'll show you the way.
We promise you won't be upset about having a shortened off season. It's worth it.
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
You know, the last couple of years having October, I didn't know what to do with myself. I'm like, I don't like this.
I mean, thankfully, like I said, we have a wedding to plan, so that is what I would fill my time with, but I'd rather be playing baseball, cheering on baseball.
Totally. No, it's the best. I need to hear about your wedding planning and how it's going.
It's going. It's coming whether I'm ready or not, so I need to just get on it. But no, it's good. We have all the major things done, like all the big things booked and squared away. It's really just all the last minute, like small details of things that I need to get going on. It's in California, so this makes it a little bit harder, just the distance of trying to get it all planned. But it's getting there. It's my mom and I like just have like this like never ending list of like things we need to check off. And I think she wants us to make a postseason run too, but at the same time she's like knows that I'm so focused on baseball and like not focused on the wedding.
Yeah.
Molly, like urgent. She just reaches out with me with like the most urgent matter of the day of like my wedding dress hasn't come in yet. And that's the urgent matter, is that
I don't think it's that urgent right now. It's September. Like you have time.
Yeah, but they said it was going to be here in September. And I know it's still September. So, but I was like, September 1st, where's my dress? So,
yeah, true. But, see, I don't know why. I think I thought I would be uptight about everything. And I was like, okay, it's going to happen. But our off season when we got married, I think there were 6 or 7 Dodgers that were getting married.
Oh my God.
And so I think we had like 3 or 4 weddings before ours and then 2 after.
Okay, that's
So
insane.
it just felt like we were all just like, I don't know. It was like
Weddings every single weekend.
going through the motions. Yeah, it was wild. And that was the year that
I
it
couldn't
was World
imagine.
Series. So we played through, I think, November 1st.
Oh,
I remember the stripling's wedding was a week after. And so
that's
she was just like, whatever, guys, like we're just going with it. So I think maybe that's why I was less like
less
on
freaking out. You
those
don't. I think when you're playing baseball, like I said, like you don't have time to
yeah.
stress yourself out about other stuff because you're so focused on baseball.
The dress.
So yeah,
it'll be
Yeah.
fine. Is it because
It'll
of like, but is it already altered or you have to do
No.
alterations?
Let's do alterations. That's the only thing I'm stressed about. But I'm hoping it doesn't need much, just like
No.
because I'm so short. But
Just hack them.
I don't know. Let's just chop it off. It'll be fine.
There's like same day places. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll just pay rush alteration fees, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. It'll be great. It'll come. It's gonna be fine. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Just gotta, like I said, check all the last little boxes. But thankfully, I have a good planner. My mom's been great help, so we're good.
I'm like a last minute girl. I think I was writing my vows like 5 minutes before.
I haven't done that yet either. I'm
Yeah.
like, again, I can't do that till baseball's done.
I was doing playlists for like, cause we had like a little welcome night. And I remember I was like, okay, I'm going to like give songs that I want to hear. And I was like doing that on the flight there. Like, I don't know. I just think I need
Can
to
you
like,
send me that playlist? Because I don't have one of those yet.
it'll be a 2017 special for you.
Perfect.
But
I
will
love a
send
couple
it.
throwbacks.
Yeah, they're vintage now. I don't know. I feel like I needed to feel that deadline approaching for me to kick my butt in gear. I was like, I have all the time in the world.
That's fair.
And then
That's
you
kind
go
of
in.
how I am until I
Yeah.
open like the wedding app and it's like 50 something days and I'm like,
Oh, see,
coming up quick.
I don't love a countdown.
Yeah.
I just had a big,
No.
I remember I had a big notebook and I just kept adding, like writing the things I needed to do. And I would just, it was so satisfying to check stuff off. And then I think the more you check off, the more you add.
That's what
You're
every
like,
time
okay,
I cross it off, I add more things. I'm like, okay. But
yeah, I know. You're like,
it's all gonna get done.
You think of the extra little things that go along with, okay, now I booked this band. Okay, now what do I want them to do? Like, oh, do they have this? Like, where are they? Like,
Right. Yeah. I have like all the people like that I booked like months ago reaching out. They're like, okay, so you want to touch base before the wedding? Like, let's have a meeting. And I'm like, oh, I forgot I even booked that. Like, yeah, we should have a meeting.
You're like, I was really on top of it, really ahead of my game.
I started out so strong because we got engaged like darn near 2 years ago. So I was like,
Yeah.
I was so ahead of it. And the wedding was so far away that I was like, I got time. We can't even do that stuff till it gets closer. And now I'm like, okay, it's here. I need to do the things that I was putting off.
No, you'll start to feel it. I feel like, I don't know. What are the things you really care about? Like music, food, like everyone just
which like,
fun, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Just having fun. And like the food is picked, the DJ's booked. Like, I'm like, we're good.
There's so
it's
many
really like the small things, like the card box. I'm like, I don't care about the card box. Like,
no one, I don't even,
no one,
I don't think I had a card box. I couldn't tell you.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I don't care. My planner was like, do you want like cake cutting, like server things, like custom
I didn't
ones?
think
I was
about
like,
that.
Doesn't the hotel have them? Like,
Yeah.
no. And I'm not going to bring a knife on the airplane to cut my wedding cake.
Yeah, you're going to need that.
Sorry.
I think Justin's sister gifted those to us or I wouldn't have even, but I think she brought them down and gifted it there or I would have been like, that butter knife looks great. Let's do that. I forgot about the cake. Like it wasn't even a thought in my head. And then our planner was like, hey, Kourtney, I'm going to do the cake. I was like, oh shit. Okay, sure. Let's do this. It was kind of just like all these little things you have to do. And I'm like, whoops.
Honestly, I feel like TikTok has planned like half of my wedding. Like people are like my wedding folder on my TikTok of like saved videos of like, and I save all these videos and then do I go back and watch them? No, but it's fine.
It's also really hard to do, especially with the dress and all the planning stuff. I think I get that way with like home decor and everything. I'll do something one way and then I'll see. They say like once you get your dress, like stop looking at any dresses. But I feel like even if you're watching wedding videos, you're going to see a dress, you're going to see something and be like, oh wait, shit, should I do that?
Right. And you want to change your mind. And that was again the same way I was feeling because things were so far out. I was like, I can't make these decisions 2 years in advance. Like
it's going to be out of style.
That's so ugly by the time we get there. Exactly. So I was like, on certain things you do have to wait. But like I said, it's coming or not. So I just need to, or it's coming either whether I'm ready or not. So I just need to.
You'll be there.
It'll be great.
It'll be fine. Is there anything that Gavin is very interested in the wedding that surprises you? Like, is he like very invested in like the flowers or the food, or he's just like, it's going to be great. I'll be there. See you there.
Yeah. He was like fun dancing, open bar. I'm like, okay, like those things were already on my list. And other than that, no. Like I looked at some Pinterest things and I was like, do you like any of these for like your outfit? And he was like, yeah, that looks good. I'm like, okay, perfect. He's been so easy, which like, honestly, he's too busy to worry about the wedding, and he doesn't care about stuff like this. Like, he's like, I know whatever you do is going to be great. We're going to have a blast. Like,
he's going to love the wedding that you planned, that he shows up to. I felt that way with Justin because ours was Cabo, and he didn't go to any of the like the tastings. I'm like,
right.
The menu. Hope you like everything.
I was at the tasting with my mom like 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, this is like so weird, but so baseball.
I know. I was like, okay, you're going to love it. I'm like, how'd you like it? How'd we do at the end?
How'd I do? You know that TikTok sound where it's like, oh my gosh, you did all of this? That's literally going to be Gavin walking.
You're going to have to do that one. I love that. I need to hear how you guys, your like meet story or like reconnect story.
Yeah. Well, we're from the same hometown. So we found out after we started dating that we went to preschool together. Like, we were already dating, and my mom was looking through old pictures for, I don't know, something else. And she found like our class picture from like 2001 of our little, like, we look the exact same. It's just our fat little heads. And it's so funny. And we didn't even realize. But yeah, so we're from the same town. We've literally known each other our whole lives. Went to rival high schools, but it's still a small town, so everyone knew everyone. But he was a class above me. So the year that he graduated high school and got drafted, I was junior in high school. And so we just like, it was the end of the school year. Everyone was at the beach because that's like the thing to do in Wisconsin. The lake beach. I have to clarify, whenever I say beach, people who like have oceans are like, that's not a beach, that's a lake.
People say that about, because I grew up on Lake Michigan and
right.
And everyone is like, you didn't grow up on a beach. I'm like, we actually went surfing, guys. So you don't even know. I mean, we did like embarrassingly high waves, but I'm like,
no, Lake Michigan is ours too. So yeah,
that was the spot. And you would go early to get your parking spot because there was like a tiny little lot, and that was it. Like, that was our summer.
I feel like that's the same.
Yeah, but people get mad though. They're like, you didn't have the beach. I'm like, we had cornfields and beach, so
we had the best of both worlds.
Literally.
But yeah, so we were all at the beach, and that was, I feel like, kind of like our first like not rekindle. That was the first we like ever like talked since like preschool. And then he ended up going away to his first minor league camp, and I was still in high school. And we always just kind of stayed in touch. Then eventually I went to college, but he would always be back in our hometown for like, you know, off season and whatnot. I would be home for Thanksgiving, winter break, all that stuff. And we'd always our friend groups were all kind of intertwined, and we would always see each other, hang out, stay in touch over like social media and things.
Yeah.
And then finally I don't even know what year. It was COVID. But we're both home. I was home from grad school for like Thanksgiving, and he was home for off season, obviously. And we had hung out and seen each other. And then he like texted me the next night and was like, all my friends just tested positive for COVID. And I was like, nice. And then he took a test and he tested positive. And then I took a test and I tested positive. We're like, okay, well, this is great. We can just keep hanging out.
Yeah. You're like, germ pod, here we go.
Literally, let's just share our virus. Gross.
Why not?
Like, what better time to hang out with a new love interest than when you have COVID? I'm sorry.
No, but I also feel like so many relationships were like, if you made it through COVID or like you were forged through COVID, like
right,
you can handle
that. That was like the lows.
Really difficult time.
Yeah,
and very strange. Yeah.
So basically, we just kind of like hung out again. It was just like a week or so that I was home for break. And then I went back to school, and he was still in Wisconsin, but I was at school in Florida. So we were kind of just like chatting long distance, and basically he came and visited me in Florida, and I was like to my roommates, I was like, no, we're just talking. Like, it's not like that. Yeah. And then he came and called me his girlfriend, like in front of my roommates. And I was like, oh, like we hadn't discussed that, but I guess he is my boyfriend now. So yeah. So then we
started. I'd like you to meet my boyfriend.
We welcomed him into our apartment. I guess we're dating now. Yeah. And so then he went back to season, and our first 3 years of like official dating, we did long distance. So I was in Florida, he was in LA. So that was brutal, but we did it. And then after I graduated from grad school, I moved to North Carolina. I had a job with the Panthers there. And so I was like, okay, I promise this is the last thing I'll take, like on the opposite side of the country from you. Like, I literally couldn't have picked a further state, but it's fine. Yeah. And then after that year, I moved out to LA with him. So, and then we got engaged. So yeah, we had like known each other our whole lives. Like, even when we started officially dating, we had already gone on dates. We knew each other's families. Like, I don't know. It just was so easy. And like, I feel like we never really had that awkward, like first date stage of like, know, you know, the weird, like, what's your favorite color? Like, just because we had known each other our whole life. So that made it really easy.
Yeah.
So yeah. And it still makes it easy because now when we go home, all our same like friends and family and everything are there, which is ideal.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Best hometown girl.
Hometown honey, that's me.
I have to ask because it's a small town. If you were on like The Bachelor, what would be your hometown date? Like, where would you take Gavin now? But if you were bringing someone to your hometown, are you going? Was it Tenuda's? What's the Italian?
Tenuda's, yes.
Are you stopping there for lunch on the way to the beach?
But yeah, I feel like you could be a cop out and you could go to Milwaukee or Chicago because our hometown is literally smack in the middle of both of those. But I feel like that's a cop out, like I said. So you'd probably you'd go to the lake, you'd walk down by the beach. There's a couple like local coffee shops or ice cream shops that you'd go to. You got to go to Tenuda's. It's like a Kenosha staple.
Why is everyone obsessed with like the Spotted Cow beer there? Is it because people from Indiana will drive up to Wisconsin, like go really Illinois up there? Because I think you
can only buy it in Wisconsin.
But have you ever had it?
Yeah.
Is it?
I'm not like personally a big beer person.
Yeah.
But like it's good.
Whenever my family would go to games with us in Milwaukee, they would make me stop at I don't even know, the Cheese Castle or whatever one of those.
Cheese Castle, heck yeah.
Which I expected the cheese in the Mars Cheese Castle to be more elaborate displays.
I have to be honest, I've never been there. It's kind of no. I feel like it's kind of embarrassing.
Like it's just I mean it was big and they had a lot of like
they remodeled it. It looks like a castle now. It's like legit.
No, it's legit on the outside. And they do have a lot of everything. I stopped in on the way back from when the Cubs were playing in Milwaukee. And I feel like I walked into like Wrigley Field. It was everyone had stopped. They had all heard about the Cheese Castle.
It's really like a staple. And that's why I feel like it's like, am I like a fraud for literally living 15 minutes from it and I've never been? But maybe it's more.
We'll add that to your hometown date.
I'll add it to the list. Yes, that would be a good bachelor hometown date. Mars Cheese Castle.
No, it was. I mean, they sell like the cheese things and all that.
Everything. They love it. But yeah, the Spotted Cow is like, I don't know. All the beer drinkers are obsessed with it. I literally, when I went to school in Florida, my preceptor like paid me to buy some in Wisconsin when I was moving and bring it down to Florida in my car so that she could have like a stock of it in her house. Like people are so
it's legit. Like it's not just like for show. Like people are very
Yeah. And I think it's just like, it's because you can't get it everywhere. It makes it like, that's a good marketing ploy on their part.
Like in and out where people are out of the state and need it.
Right.
I wish we had one right now and we could cheers on.
Crack open a Spotted Cow.
I've never had it, but I don't know.
I feel like, do they sell it at like the brewers? They have to, right?
No, because it's Miller or it was Miller Park.
Oh, you're right.
They have like a
sponsorship.
I don't know. Who knows?
Well, you can just easily drive over to Chicago and run into Mars Cheese Castle, grab a Spotted Cow. You got to try one.
I need to, apparently. It's a huge deal.
I'll bring you one.
Please. I need to hear about your proposal and if you were surprised.
I was surprised. I knew it was coming like at some point in like the spring training span because that was the year that I moved out to be with Gavin. Okay. And I was like, I'm not moving my life across the country to just be your little girlfriend. Like,
yes.
And we had like had that conversation. But that was the year we were going to Korea with the Dodgers. So I don't know. Part of me was like, is he just going to do this in Korea? Like kind of weird, but like, I don't know.
You're like, I have no personal connection there.
Right. I'm like, okay.
Why not?
Yeah. So we were down at spring training and I have like some family who lives down there. And then my parents had come down for a game and his parents had come down for a couple games. And his sister lives down there too. So we had just like kind of all been hanging out like for a few days. Like that wasn't anything out of the normal. Our parents always come down for like a spring training trip.
Yeah.
And he had one off day, like the rest of the spring training at like that point. And so we had talked about like going hiking like in Sedona or something. And I was like, who are you? Like, you don't like to hike any day of the week, let alone on your one off day. Like this is weird. But then like we didn't end up going hiking. We were just kind of chilling. And he was like, okay, like we'll just like go to dinner later with the Vessias, some baseball friends of ours. Yeah. And ironically, the night before he had, which this was planned, but I didn't know it at the time. He was like, all of my, like his buddies from his hometown or our hometown, his high school friends, all came out for a spring training trip.
Yeah.
And they had not told him was like the story that he fed me. So it was like just so ironic that our parents were there, all his high school friends were there, and like we had this off day. But like I don't know, I really like wasn't thinking. I don't know.
Yeah.
I truly thought that those boys came unplanned because like love them all, but they're not the biggest planners. So like it didn't surprise me that they like by the seat of their pants came out. So basically that day he like had gone and gotten breakfast with one of our friends like in the morning, and then we went to like go to this dinner thing, and he was like dressed up. Like he was wearing a suit and like pants, and I was or a button up and pants. And like again, if you know Gavin, he wears his Uggs everywhere. Like I was like, this is weird. So like literally as I was getting ready, I was like, okay, so we're getting engaged right now, or I'm gaslighting myself so hard and I'm gonna be really disappointed. And I just kind of went with it. And so we got to like this restaurant, and it was, I don't know, it was like this park in downtown Phoenix, kind of like an arboretum thing. And I had looked at the restaurant ahead of time, and it looked really cute. Like I was like, okay, this is legit. But we kind of like walked through the arboretum like tree area, and he's like, oh, it's just like back here. I was like, okay. And so then we were walking, and then he like kind of stopped and like faced me and started talking, and I like chucked my purse into the bushes behind me because I was like, wait, it's happening.
The TikTok of the girl that throws her phone. Have you seen that?
That was literally me with my purse. If you can see it on the ground, like in the bushes in the photos, because he did have a private photographer like staged or whatever, and kind of
almost like hiding in the bushes or something. It's like
yes, it literally he was like pretending to read, I guess, like leaning against the building. I didn't even notice him. He was like, "Did you see me afterwards?" And I was like, "No." So then he did the proposal, and I was very like surprised but excited, whatever. And then we just took some pictures like around that little park area. And then the photographer was like, "Oh, I heard you guys have a rooftop at your apartment," which was just the condo we were renting for spring training.
Yeah.
He's like, "Why don't we go take some pictures there?" And so we went there, and Gavin and I like stopped in our apartment. We took a shot of tequila to celebrate, and then we went upstairs. And he had actually flown out all of like my girlfriends from home, and so everyone was up there. Our parents, my aunt and uncle, his guys from home, my girlfriends from home, and that was like a full surprise. I had no clue about that, so that was really fun. And we just had like a little engagement party up. We had like drinks and food and hung out, and it was perfect. He nailed that one, I have to say. I knew the engagement was coming, but the party part with like bringing everyone out there was he went over the top for that one, and it was great.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really? I know. Not a planner either. So
if he wanted to, he will. I mean, what's the phrase? we'll give him that.
Yeah, he did good on that one. So that's why he gets the wedding off. He did the engagement.
Yeah, he's like, okay, that was all I had in me.
He said, okay, check the box, we're done here.
Give me a couple of years.
Truly. Yeah, so that was that.
It's funny to see your dynamic like on TikTok and like
oh my God. People on TikTok are literally like, your husband hates you. And I'm like, okay.
You're like, no, he hates TikTok, actually.
Yeah, I was like, if you actually knew him, you just know he hates TikTok. Like he doesn't even have the app. I'm like, okay. But yeah, no, he's the most like, he's like shy if you don't know him, and like very like camera shy, I feel like. And he just does not like that kind of thing. Like I will send him 10 TikTok ideas that aren't even like bad. Like I'm not asking him to like dance. And he's like, no. So if I can get him to do one, that's like a huge win.
No, totally. It cracks me up. Someone asked if he's really as messy as the guys say he is. And how did that get out? Because I asked Justin right after, and I'll give you his answer after you give me yours.
Yeah. I think I want to say there was like, you know, when they do like those questions for like All-Star Game, when they ask who is a messy sock or something like that. And I think several people exposed him. Yeah, he's a messy boy. We're working on it.
Said he's the guy that like if you opened his car door, like soda cups would like fall out on the ground.
Yeah.
And then he said flies would be in there. Like
I don't know. Okay. We didn't have any flies, but I will say he did leave like a surf and turf post-game meal in his car. And like, so again, when we were doing long distance, I would like come out like to LA every once in a while, and I would be like, okay, time to clean out the car, because there would just be like old boxes of food, and like, this is going to reek or get critters in your car. Yeah, he just like, he'll forget about things. Like, I don't know. He's a messy boy. We're working on
really
it.
Clean.
I'm very type A, yeah. So I'm like, he's definitely honestly like mellowed me out. Like
You're like, not to the point where I'm leaving a lobster in our car, but like,
well, my car is spotless. His is not. No, he's gotten better, and I've mellowed out. So we've kind of come to a balance. He still could be better. He just like, you know, like there'll be like 10 water bottles on the nightstand. And I'm like, okay, on the off day, we're going to throw the water bottles in the trash.
And I feel like the long distance, because Justin and I did it for a couple of years in the beginning, you can kind of hide a lot of your things. Like like they're coming into town. Okay, I need to make sure I like clean my apartment.
Clean up the apartment.
Like, okay, my car is spotless. But then as you get through the long distance and then you move in together.
Right.
That's when it really exposes everything.
Yeah.
I remember that. Like I would be, well, I don't know. I went to Justin's apartment when we first met. He's playing in New York. He had a roommate and I get to their apartment and it's disgusting. Like obviously it's like two single guys in New York, like pair, like don't have like a housekeeper or anything. And I walked to Target. I walked like 2 miles to Target. I don't know. There was, but probably like went to the grocery store and I got, I think a Swiffer and a candle, and maybe that was it. And I think like
some gloves.
They come home from the game that night and they were shook. They're, oh, what did you do with the place? Oh my gosh, we really needed a woman's touch around here. I'm like, it was a Glade.
He's like, you should keep her. We like her.
Yeah, it was. They were both like, oh my gosh, like it was a Glade apple cinnamon candle and like a one pass on a Swiffer sweep. Like it was not
bare minimum.
Literally.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
It was funny. I'm like,
okay. I feel like baseball guys are a different breed. Like, I know they're so busy and like they're just in these apartments to like sleep, right? And then they're at the field and they're traveling. So like I do get it. But yeah, he needed a woman's touch for sure on stuff. Yeah. He's a messy boy. We're working on it. We'll get there.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to go before I ask you about I should have addressed you as Dr. Molly. I need to hear a little about your career. I know you're taking a little break right now. Do you have I want to hear about it, but then do you have plans to get back into it or is tell me about it.
Yeah. So I got my undergraduate degree at Wisconsin for athletic training. And, so like, if you don't know, that's the people who run out on the field, at like a sports game when someone gets hurt.
Very important.
Very important. So yeah, at Wisconsin, I worked with like all the sports there, football, basketball, track, everything, just kind of got a taste of everything. And then I went to University of Florida for grad school where I got my doctorate in athletic training. Sounds very fancy. I don't know. I've never made anyone call me doctor except for like literally the day of graduation. I made Gavin and my parents refer to me as doctor because I was like,
I would do it like when you're booking a flight and you put prefix. Like, do you scroll down and put doctor?
Wait, I've never even thought about that. Maybe I will.
Start getting mail. Doctor
Molly. Yeah, no. So then after grad school, it was always a goal of mine to work in the NFL. I had done an internship in undergrad with the Colts and I loved it over the summer. I was training camp intern for them. And so I applied to literally every NFL team and I got a job with the Carolina Panthers. So I worked with them for a season. What was it? 2023 to 2024. So that was a blast. We didn't maybe have like the best record in the league that year, but that's okay. Yeah. We had a ton of fun. I loved that was like, had always been my ultimate goal, was just working in the NFL and getting to, be at the biggest stage. I worked in high schools, colleges, and then I wanted to do pro. So that was really fun and hard to leave. But I did obviously leave that job and then move to LA. And I had a wonderful job in LA that I missed so much. They were literally the most flexible job ever. I was working at a physical therapy clinic with a lot of post-op patients. We had a lot of athletes that would come and travel from all over the country to have their surgery done out in LA and then come to that physical therapy practice. So shout out Elite Ortho Sport because they literally would let me work during the season. They were so good about me traveling and then they would let me come home in the off season to Wisconsin.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was literally ideal. And I don't think I will ever find a job like that again, unfortunately, just because what job is going to hire someone to work 7 months out of the year?
Yeah.
So that was great. But now I'm taking a little break. I'm right now working on a certification online to focus more on women's health and personal training kind of.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So I'm just hoping. Athletic training is a really hard job to do remote. And obviously with baseball and again, the trade kind of opened our eyes to it's really hard to set roots down somewhere solid enough to get an in-person job. Yeah. So I'm hoping that will hopefully open some more remote work doors for me that I definitely, I do want to get back into. At this point, I'm like, okay, we're going to get through the wedding. We're going to get through the end of baseball season. And then that's kind of my next focus is to hopefully find something like that because I love like what I got my degree in, and I've had such a fun time working in that field, and I am definitely not ready to give it up yet. But kind of just need to pivot directions because you can't really like run out onto a baseball field and help somebody through a iPad screen or whatnot. So
They
yeah,
might call you one day at a game. They might be like, "Is there a doctor in the house?" And at a game, and you just have
no, it's actually so nice because I can like literally like in the off season, Gavin will be like, my hamstrings are killing me. Like, can we do a little treatment? So I have some of my like soft tissue stuff at home, and I'll just like, okay, lay on the floor. I'll just
no, seriously,
really unofficial, like do some treatment.
What an asset you are to him.
What can I say? Yeah, it was great too when he tore his ACL because obviously that like sucked, but just having like someone like in his inner circle that actually knew like what was going on like in his body and just kind of like helping him through like rehab and stuff. He obviously had like amazing care team helping him through that, but then just like kind of on the emotional side of like I knew what was happening, so that was definitely a bonus for sure. So I've had people be like, oh, why don't you just work for the Reds? And I'm like, first of all, I can give you a list about this long of reasons why I don't want to do that. Number one being I don't want to work for my fiance's baseball team.
Yes.
Like, no, we got to draw a line somewhere.
No, yeah, we have to have a separation there.
Yeah, and like, we would spend every waking minute together, and that just would not be it. Yeah. So yeah, that's my athletic training kind of background, and yeah, I definitely am hoping to get back into it sooner rather than later.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, before we end, just have a few little quick questions.
Okay.
A little rapid fire. Do you have a travel hack to share?
No, because I'm a chronic overpacker.
Really?
I was literally texting one of my girlfriends with this today. I was like looking in my closet and I was like, okay, what might I need for postseason? And I took down like 8 pairs of jeans. And I'm like, okay, well, the wild card series is 3 games max. So I just simply don't need 8 pairs of jeans. So no, I don't. My hack would be to just don't pack way more than you even know you're going to need. I need to get better at that because honestly, how much traveling like we do in this.
I know. I tried this year to pack intentionally, like think of specifically, but I still overpack.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm going to 3 games and I end up not going to 1 game, or I'll be like, okay, I'm working out all 4 days, 4 workouts.
And then you don't. Yep. Me every time. And my toiletry bag is like 30 pounds in and of itself. I don't know how, but
I think I have 3 toiletry bags now. It's just bad because I had a little one. I'm like, okay, I got it in here. And then you just keep adding. So
you just expand. Yeah, no, honestly, no. I'll get back to you on that one. I need to find one. That's disappointing of me.
Please update us. Do you have a favorite beauty product?
Ooh. Oh my gosh, wait, this is hard. Does body wash count? Because I'm obsessed with my Salt and Stone body wash right now.
Ooh, I haven't tried that.
It just smells so good. And I feel like body wash is like what?
I think I've tried their deodorant. I don't think I've tried
Yes, that's good too. But the body wash, I don't know. It just like it makes your bathroom smell good after you get out of the bathroom. And it's just, I feel like it's like an elevated bathroom product. But yeah,
like experience at home.
Gotta elevate the shower experience.
Totally. I get it. I feel that. Do you have a show that you're binge watching or one that you're super into right now?
The Summer I Turned Pretty, even though it's over.
But you're getting a movie, right? I haven't watched it. I read the first. We have a Cubs book club. I read the first one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we're getting a movie. I'm gonna rewatch it all again just because like I feel like just watching it once wasn't good enough for me. Okay. But yeah, I'm Team Conrad. I'm just like all the rest of the girls. I'm obsessed. I can't help it.
I need to watch it because I feel like reading the book, the first one. Now I need to like.
It kind of hooked you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like the best quality television you're ever gonna watch, but it's good. It's still good.
I mean, I only
watch guilty pleasure.
Yeah, I watch Wheel of Fortune and Housewives, so I'm not like looking for like Emmy award winning TV here.
It's okay. We don't need that.
I heard the soundtrack's good though.
Yes, every single episode I'm like texting my friends. I'm like, what is their budget for music? Because it's just like Taylor Swift, Harry Styles. Like it's insane.
Yeah, is that like a courtesy or do they pay to use it in there?
I feel like
those songs go crazy once they're in the show though. So it's like
and they're all like so well thought out. Like it just happens at the perfect time.
See, I like to pretend I'm in a music video in certain situations. So I love like a good song in a moment.
Okay, then you really like this because the music is honestly like it's solid.
I love that. Okay.
You need to watch.
I'll let you know. Do you have a favorite road stadium?
Ooh. I hate to say this, but I really like San Diego.
Everyone says San Diego. It's okay. It's okay.
I guess I shouldn't hate to say it anymore because that was like a Dodger thought, right? Of like
Yeah.
San Diego. Yeah. So now we're not like arch nemesis.
Such a like they like the rivalry situation. I think everyone wanted it to be a rivalry. I don't know if it is. I always just think LA, San Francisco is like
I feel like it's
rivalry.
they're also close together. Like they all kind of hate
I
each other.
can't argue. Like I love walking to a stadium. Like that's a huge thing. And
the food.
I'm not mad at that answer. That's I think in all the times I've asked that is like
the most common.
Yeah.
I haven't been to every stadium, so I guess I can't like fully give my answer until I do that. But out of the 20 or whatever that I've been to, San Diego was pretty solid.
What's the criteria then? Like, is it?
I like a pretty view when I'm like sitting watching, good food, good environment, which again, like as a Dodger fan,
hostile, which like just depends what you want.
Right.
Like I think people said that about St. Louis, but then I feel like St. Louis fans are good baseball fans. Like I've sat with some, and if Justin would make a good play at third and we're sitting there, they're like, okay, we'll cheer for you.
Yeah.
And they understand. So I think, I don't know. I know it got like contentious in certain games and all that, and it got wacky, but like you want to feel something, right?
Yeah, so, it's a good one.
Yeah.
And it's just like San Diego. Like, what's not to like about San Diego?
You're like, I need to go shower. I need to go get my salt and stone after saying that answer. And just
give me my body wash.
No, I don't hate it. Would you have a walk-up song?
Oh,
decided.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
I really put you on. I should have sent you these before.
Wait, yeah, I feel like I'm like cracking under pressure right now. Okay, this is like so ultra random, but I was gymnast growing up, and my like pump up song before every gymnastics meet was "I'll Make a Man Out of You" from Mulan.
Ooh.
It just really it gets you going. Yeah, so I'm just gonna give that off the top of my head, but I feel like I don't know how well that would go over like in a stadium with fans, but we'll go with that.
By the end of the season, they'd be singing along. So
it's so catchy, honestly.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I love it. Okay, final question. This is a big one.
Oh dear.
Have you had Skyline chili?
No. I was thinking about this yesterday, and I was like, I need to get it before we leave Cincinnati. And I leave for Milwaukee tomorrow. So I'm thinking when we get back from our wild card win and we're gearing up for the next round of playoffs, I will celebrate with some Skyline chili. Because I'm a fraud because we literally have it at the stadium. They have it on like every corner of the city.
Yeah.
I haven't had it. Gavin's had it. He liked it.
See, I don't know how I haven't because I'm a chili girl. But I love Wendy's chili. I think
I'm a chili girl too, but I don't know about cinnamon chili and spaghetti noodles.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
that's like the true form as you get it on the noodles, right?
Yes.
And that's when they have in the stadium.
No, at the stadium they have like chili dogs, like mini chili dogs.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if they have any. I think those are called conies, but I might be. Don't come for me if I.
When you're listening to this, you'll have your spotted cow and your.
An ideal meal: spotted cow with Skyline chili.
No, that's perfect. I need to try it too. I've been to Cincinnati 20 times, and I don't know how I haven't.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's on like DoorDash or Uber Eats or something, so you don't even actually have to go.
I love a dine-in fast food moment, though. I will say, like, give me the tray, let me sit there. Like,
It's a full experience for sure.
I know I don't know. There's something about getting fast food and sitting there. It's fresh. It's good. It's a vibe. I don't hate it.
You just gotta like not think about like what's going on behind the kitchen counter.
No. We never think about that.
Don't ruin the moment with that.
No, we don't want to see any of the TikToks of the employees exposing any weird.
No. I see those and I just choose to forget about them.
I saw
not letting you ruin this.
And it's like, it's not even real. I just think it's fake.
It's fake. Real. They just want the views.
Yeah. We're all for it. All right. Well, that's going to do it for today's episode. Make sure you follow along with Molly on Instagram. Do you want to share your handle?
I think it's like Molly O'Boyle 15.
I think there's an underscore in there.
Oh, Molly _O'Boyle 15. Yeah. My birthday.
Could lock in the new one once you get married.
I know. I've been thinking about that.
Have you seen if anyone has your handle?
No, I haven't looked. I need to do that.
Do it now because someone's going to go snatch it.
Dang, someone's going to go take all the good Molly Lux handles.
No, you got to secure it.
Yeah, I'll get on that.
And for your TikTok, I'm going to definitely let you say this one because
it's Molly O'Bizzle. I I make up words. Like, it's just like I have my own dialect. So I add izzle to everything. So like
That's perfect.
your tizzles or your teeth or your toes. So yeah, it was O'Boyle, but O'Bizzle. I don't know. It was kind of a nickname in college, and it
Perfect.
stuck for the TikTok. No one else knows it, but like my 4 college friends, but that's okay.
And now we all know it for TikTok. Perfect. Well, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And then you can watch all the episodes on YouTube. But thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bum 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 bum